Hello, everyone. Welcome to another one of the preseason breakdowns. This is the AFC West. My apologies. We have finished all the other ones, so now we're on to the one of the better divisions in football, where we had the Kansas City Chiefs, LA Chargers, and Denver Broncos all make the playoffs. And joining me tonight is Flash, coming back from the Last Give podcast to join us. What's going on, Flash? Before we get on to this, real quick.
Howdy.
All right, cool. With that, let's get into the AFC champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, who lost in the Super Bowl last year with a 15-2 record. Key additions were drafting Josh Simmons in the first round, Omar Norman, Watt, Ashton Gillett, Noe Williams, Jalen Royals, Jeffrey Bassa, and Rashard Smith. Key signings were Gardner Minshew, Jerry Tillery, Christian Fulton, and Elijah Mitchell, taking Christian Fulton from the LA Chargers. All right, Flash, what do you think about the Kansas City Chiefs?
So who left? That's a real question.
Who left?
Yeah.
I mean, Nicole Hardman left. I mean, if that's what you want to really get into. But mostly the whole team ran it back. They lost a couple offensive linemen to the Bears, though. Joe Thuney among them. That's the most notable subtraction from the team.
They're the
But they
Chiefs.
brought in Josh Simmons.
If someone else comes out of the AFC for once, I would be surprised. Because
I would say this, though.
it's
The
the
last
NFL
couple
Golden
teams
Boy.
that have lost the Super Bowl have not gone back to the Super Bowl that exact year.
Yeah, you know what? Then let's just mess around for once, and let's just say the Chiefs will not be back in the Super Bowl this year.
All right.
But they'll win the West, though.
Yeah, I think so. But
Snoopy,
all right.
think the Chiefs will win the West?
All right, let's not talk to the dog while we're doing this though. All right, Chiefs schedule
He
is
said yes, by the
black
way.
is the away games and road games are or home games are in red. They're going left to right, unlike up and down like some of them. So starting off with the LA Chargers week 1. Honestly, I'm gonna take the Chargers in this game because it's in LA and also the Chiefs start slow.
Eh. Did they really start slow last season? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they lost to the Lions.
Okay.
Wait, that wasn't last year. That was the week before.
The year before. You said
Yeah.
week.
Whoops.
All right, you want to go through this quickly? I'll tell you right now what I think.
All right,
Chargers,
go.
Chargers win. Eagles win. Giants win. Baltimore L. Jacksonville win. Detroit. Oh, that one's tough. Win.
Not. I will say this: last year they
That
did
that that
start
that,
the
that,
year
that that's
seven
an
and 0. The
arrowhead.
year before they started 0-2. But yeah,
Vegas win. Washington win. Buffalo win. Actually, no, Buffalo will lose because it's regular season gimmicks.
in Buffalo.
Yeah. Denver. You know what? I'm just going to say for fun, loss. Indianapolis
All right.
win. Dallas. Two toxic fan bases. Dallas and the bandwagoner Chiefs. Oh my god. Win. Houston win. Chargers win. Titans blowout. Denver win. Vegas win. It's
All
the Chiefs,
right.
bro. They're
I'm
just
gonna
gonna
go
be.
through this real quick. I'm gonna say they win. They'll
They
lose
might
week 1
lose
and
one to
2.
the Chargers. Actually, let's throw that in there as
Yeah,
well.
I think they'll split with the Chargers and the Broncos, but they're gonna lose to Philly. I think beat Giants. Beat. Yeah, that's
No,
in Kansas City.
no.
They're gonna beat
It's the
Baltimore.
regular season, bro. They're gonna hype up that game, and the Chiefs will win it. So
That's how it always works.
yeah.
Huh,
So
Tyquan
Eagles.
Thornton is on the Chiefs now. That's crazy. You got Rashee Rice, Jalen Royals, Juju, Tyquan Thornton, Xavier Worthy. That's speed. That's
They get
crazy.
they just want guys for Patrick Mahomes to stretch the field with, bro.
I'm just going through the roster real quick to see if they have any other noticeable stuff that I missed. But damn, that mic's crazy. Yeah, there's nothing really. You got still Trent McDuffie, Darius Rush, Christian Fulton. That's a good trio for corners. Yeah. So L win 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 L win. Oh wait, that's in Denver. I'll take that as an L. So that's 3 losses. Win 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 win. So yeah, 3 losses, 14-3. Not bad. Only one game does climb, but I think come playoff time, that they're gonna.
What are the odds that they'll go undefeated? What, did it surprise you or no?
It's hard to go undefeated in the NFL.
But it's the Chiefs.
Now they got devil magic. Let's all be real, they do have devil magic, but I think the devil magic of a team that wins the that loses the Super Bowl doesn't go back to Super Bowl that exact next year.
They could go undefeated and lose out in the playoffs. I mean,
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Something along those lines. We saw with the Eagles. I mean, not
let's
the
put it
Eagles.
this way. Let's put it this way. They have a much better chance of going undefeated than to lose every single game.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, unless Mahomes get hurt, even then the Chiefs will win the games. But yeah. All right. Chiefs 14-3 record. You know, they're the Chiefs. We don't really have to say much about them. Their pedigree speaks for themselves. LA Chargers 11-6 record last year. Made the playoffs for the first time. Got annihilated in the playoffs by the
Oh
Houston
my
Texans.
god. Are the
Key
Chargers actually
addition.
not going to play in SoFi anymore or something? That's an interesting stadium
That
they
is
got.
SoFi.
Wow, that does not look like SoFi.
That does not look like SoFi. What photo did Peace
It's a
use,
San
man, while
Diego
he was at it?
Stadium Chargers.
Bro, I need to have a chat with Peace on this, bro.
San
Well,
Diego
anyway,
Stadium Chargers.
I'm pretty sure they play in SoFi. I don't know. He's trying to gaslight me. Yeah, they play in SoFi. I don't know what Peace doing there. Unless, whatever. Anyways, LA Chargers got me off topic. Amari and Hampton in the first round. They lost in the playoffs. They got Najee Harris in free agency as well, so they rebolstered the running back room. Lost Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. Brought in Trey Harris. Brought in Mike Williams, although Mike Williams just went on the pup list, so he's going to be out the first 6 weeks. Jamari Caldwell, Kyle Kennard, Keandre Lambert, Smith, Oronda Gadsden, Branson Taylor, RJ Mickens, Triquaz Bridges. Also signed Trey Lance to be a backup, Tyler Conklin for tight end, help Deshaun Hand and Deshaun Phillips for the defense. What do we think about this? I like the Mekhi Becton signing to help the offensive line, but I mean, the biggest move I think honestly is for the Chargers is Trey Harris gonna hit? Let's be real, because like the Chargers we saw
I don't know.
it was
These free agent signings are not convincing me at all.
the Mekhi Becton one. He was good in Philly. That's the only one that I like. Andre James,
Yeah,
the rest of them are not that big. I think honestly the
I'm
biggest thing for
so
the Chargers
moved by
is,
Trey Lance, my guy. I am so moved by Trey Lance.
well, we know he's not going to see the field, but I think mainly the draft is where
Well, he might,
everything on.
but it's unlikely.
Yeah. No, like I was saying though, the draft, if you hit on Amari Hampton and Trey Harris, that boosts tremendously because you have a bona fide RB1 who can play 3 downs, and then you have somebody to throw to beside Lad McConkey consistently, because we saw in the playoffs how many drops Quentin Johnston had. So it's gonna be interesting for the Chargers, but yeah, I'm gonna go through their roster really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they have DJ Uiagalelei in the quarterback room. That's hilarious.
Oh, I really want to give them that second place, but that might go to the Broncos at this rate. Next.
Honestly, all right, let's go pull up the schedule. We just said they're gonna beat the Chiefs. I think they beat the Chiefs and Raiders, lose to the Broncos.
Well,
Home games are in yellow, and
oh my God, that Chiefs game is in Brazil. Wow.
yeah, I'm gonna take Chargers in that.
No, Chiefs might win. They want the Chiefs to win outside America.
Oh, so we're gonna give the Chiefs
They'll have
15-2 again.
yes.
All right, Chiefs at 15-2. So Chargers 0-1, 1-1, 1-2, 2-2. Do you think they beat the Commanders? I
No.
got the Commanders.
Yeah,
Two and
Commanders win.
three, 2-3.
They could beat
3-3.
the Dolphins. They could beat the Dolphins, but that's
4-3.
They'll beat the
You think they
Colts.
beat the Vikings
No.
with that defense? No. All right, 4-4,
They'll beat the Titans. They'll beat the
5-4,
Steelers.
6-4.
The Jaguars.
Vikings in Jacksonville. How much
Jacksonville,
did they lose?
maybe.
I want to say Jacksonville, but then I remember that playoff game. Remember when the Chargers were up 27-0 and they lost?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I forgot what the record is. I'll go back to it later. Raiders, that's a win probably. Do you think they split with the Raiders or they sweep the Raiders?
Hmm. They could potentially split it. Actually, that
All
could be a
right,
split.
split with the Raiders. All
Yeah,
right, so
let's go with split.
I'll say the Raiders win week 2 and they lose week 13. The Raiders beat them lose to them week 13. Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys, Texans, Broncos. I'm gonna say they lose to the Chiefs and Eagle. I'm gonna say they beat the Chiefs once at least. Beat them and fell. The Eagles beat them. So they lose to the Eagles, beat the Chiefs, beat the Cowboys, lose to the Texans, and
Hmm.
beat the Broncos week 18. What do you say? All right, so 0-1, 0-2, what? 0-3. Ooh, 0-3, 1-3, 1-4, 2-4, 3-4, 3-6, 4-6, 5-6. I would say to beat the Jaguars are getting hot. 6-6. Right up, bro. Holy crap! I can't do math. 4-6 there. 5-6 bye week. I'm gonna say they beat the Raiders there, so 6-6, 6-7. Yeah, I'm gonna say they beat the Chiefs there, so 7-7. Cowboys 8-7, 8-8, 9-8. You think they go 9-8 or a little better than 9-8?
That sounds about right. 9-8.
I
I
think
mean,
9-8 is their
they
floor.
could
10-7,
they
eleven
could
and
go
five.
lower. They could go lower than that actually potentially. So you don't know. This team is confusing.
Jim Harbaugh is the coach, and I can't really bet against him on that, seeing what they won last year. So
Yeah, but
there's a
this
couple
team
games they
like
could steal.
there's a lot of empty pieces though. I mean,
They have a good defense outside. Like their corner room got completely redone. I can't even lie. They have Cam Hart, Dante Jackson are solid pieces. No like shutdown corners.
hmm
But I mean like it's a Jim Harbaugh defense. I can't really say it's gonna be bad.
hmm
They'll scheme it up to somehow work, even though they did lose Joey Bosa, so that's why I think they're gonna take a slight step back. They don't have a certified bona fide like pass rusher beside Bud Dupree on that team. You're hoping Cal Kanar steps in as a rookie outside Khalil Mack. That's kind of hard to ask. But anyway, so somewhere between that 8-9 to 11-5 kind of range, like 3 games come and go. So that game in Brazil is gonna be setting the tone for them, honestly.
Oh yeah, but I
If
mean,
they
you
can
know
beat the
what?
Chiefs, I think that team can win 10 games for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, but remember they're gonna be Broncos is gonna be tough
Going to
on them.
Broncos, going from LA to Brazil is a hard flight. Now the Broncos honestly had one of my favorite drafts. I can't even lie on that. They went 10-7, lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Bills, but I mean, Jadhae Brown opposite Pat Surtain. You have Riley Moss there. Like that is easily one of the best. That is probably the best corner trio. Jadhae Brown had was some saying was the best corner in the draft. He was shut down in Texas. So you have him on one side of Pat Surtain, who is the defensive player of the year. That's pretty good. They have J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey as your running back room. That's pretty good. R.J. Harvey coming out of UCF, he has potential there to be a 3 down
He has
back if
potential.
anything. Marvin Mims showed up in the playoffs, so you have him opposite of Cortland Sutton. You have decent size there. Deshaun Vett was good this year, past year. You have Evan Ingram was your big free agent signing on offense. You brought in two 49er defensive pieces, Dre Greenlaw and Talanoa Hufanga. Man, I probably butchered that guy's name. Sorry. Your baby Troy Polamalu. Remember you from the 49ers. You're coming off a big injury there, but
Kelowna
that's
Hufanga.
pretty good
That's
pieces for the defense. Zach Allen was lights out last year. You have Jordan Jackson, Malcolm Roach as run stoppers. Um, Dre Greenlaw's your linebacker room with Alex Singleton. That's pretty good. Yeah, man, that corner room is just nasty. I'm looking at it. And your secondary is basically just as nasty. Yeah. All right. Going through it now, what do you think about the Broncos before we get into the schedule?
they could be the second best team in the AFC West. To be honest, they could be. Could be.
Yup. It depends on Bo Nix if he has a sophomore slump. Do you think he has one or no?
You know what? He's closer to veteran status, so that's gonna be tough to say. I mean,
That's
but
fair.
it's also Bo Nix too, but he has experience, so
I
it's
remember when Flash was one of the biggest Bo Nix hitters in Auburn. Y'all won't know those days. Even in
he
Oregon.
he. he well, no, I didn't hate him when he was in Oregon. I mean, he showed what
He
he
was
can
just a
do.
Washington fan. That's fair. All right. Anyway, back on topic now. How am I supposed to read this schedule?
Okay, week 1, Titans.
No, but I can't tell you if they're okay. They have at next to them, so I just have to look really closely to tell you if they're a road game or not.
Week 1,
So
home at Titans. Week 2,
when,
week
bro,
2 at
where's week?
Indianapolis.
Okay, week 2 is September 14th, bro. They make this so bad. They should have had the one where the 7 is, but whatever.
Okay, week 3 at San Diego. Say
L.A. You said San Diego, Brian. That's a neck.
no, no, no.
Just give
We
yourself
got
that neck
no,
right
no.
there.
We
Go,
got
go do
no,
it.
no, no,
Go,
no.
go like that.
Okay,
Go do
but
it. There you go.
we got confused from that graphic earlier when it says San Diego Chargers Stadium.
That's Peep's fault. Anyway, week 1, so that's a dub. Week 2, dub. Week 3, dub. Week 4, you
Week,
think they go revenge on the Bengals? Bengals beat them last year in a tight one. You think they beat the Bengals again? Also, that game's gonna be low key, probably one of the better games of the week. That's Monday Night Football. That's gonna be tuned in too for
oh
sure.
yeah, that is a good tuning game for
That's gonna be
sure.
a close game. That's in Denver. I'm gonna say Denver beats them.
All depends on how Cincinnati looks. If Cincinnati starts fire, or
It's
I
the
think.
defense. Cincinnati's defense is the biggest question.
Hmm,
And is Jade Barron gonna
Denver.
hold up? Is that's gonna be Jade Barron's welcome to the league. Let's be real. Because Tennessee don't have a wide receiver you put fear in you. Indianapolis doesn't. Lad McConkey maybe, but you're going against T Higgins or Jamar Chase. That's
That
gonna be welcome to the league, Jade Barron right there.
yeah, that is a welcome to your league moment. Eagles L.
Eagles. I think they beat the Jets and Giants and Cowboys though.
I think Cowboys could win, but well, actually, no. I take that back. Cowboys are in a mess right now. Cowboys L. I mean, you know what
I
I'm
think the Cowboys
saying.
defense is the
Broncos
issue.
win. Broncos
Yeah,
win.
Broncos win for sure. So honestly, Broncos right now are what 7-1 to start the year. That's pretty good. Damn. I'm gonna say to
They,
lose to Houston though. I'm gonna say to lose
Houston
to Houston.
Houston is the L. Raiders is a win.
Uh,
Chiefs.
yeah, Raiders, Chiefs. This game is in Denver,
That
and I believe we had Denver winning this game. So I'm gonna say Denver wins. There, you're going
Denver's
into your
gonna
bye
win.
week. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say
So
you're going
only
into your
two
bye
losses
week. What
with two losses,
what
right?
9-2,
Yeah.
10-2,
Houston.
10. Yeah, 9-2. You're going into your bye week 9-2. That's pretty good. I'm gonna say you lose to Washington though. You lose to Washington. Raiders sneak one out on you and Las
They'll beat
Vegas
the
because the Raiders
Packers.
always play them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could beat the Packers. They could beat the Jags. You're gonna lose to the Chiefs, and I think you lose to the Chargers at the end of the year.
That's fair.
That's
Um,
a 12-5. If my
that's
math's
a
right,
that's
let
a
me
lot
see.
of
You
wins
lose
for the
to
Broncos. That's what I'll say.
that's a lot of yeah. We gave the Broncos a lot of wins. Your only losses being one to the Chiefs, one to the Eagles, one to the Commanders, one to the Texans. Yeah, 12-5 lost to the Chargers. That was good for second in the division, like we
They
said.
could
Yeah,
win that
I
second
think
Chargers game too. That's the crazy thing.
that was yeah. I think their range is probably between like an 11-6 at worst, just
Yeah.
based off the team on paper, that defense, and then you probably like 13-4.
It's really based on Bo Nix.
If he has a sophomore slump, like if Bo Nix has a sophomore slump, I don't think
Their
they beat
floor
the
could be
Chargers
down to
week
nine
3.
wins.
Yeah, if he has if he starts off rough, they could lose. Honestly, they could probably lose to the Colts, but I doubt that. I think it's week 3, week 4. Like if Bo Nix has a slump, they could lose to Chargers, Bengals, Cowboys, Chiefs, Packers, Jaguars.
Hmm.
So it really depends on Bo Nixon if he has a slump or not. All right, moving on to the 4-13 Las Vegas Raiders. You know, you brought in Pete Carroll, you brought in Geno Smith. New era. Tom Brady's taking his first steps in being a minority owner of the team. With your seventh overall pick, you took Ashton Genty, Jack Beck from TCU in the second round, Darian Porter, Caleb Rogers. Dante Thornton, Tonka Hemingway, not Tanika, my bad.
Tonka.
JJ Pigs, Tonka, Tommy Mellett, Cam Miller, Cody Lindenberg. Free agent signings, he brought in Raheem Mostert to be a backup, Eric Stokes from the Packers, Jeremy Chin from the Commanders, and Alex Kappa.
They'll,
I'm
they'll,
gonna be
they'll,
real.
they'll have more
They're gonna
wins.
improve. They're
They're,
gonna improve for
they're,
sure. With
they're,
Pete
they're,
Carroll
they're-
there,
yeah, they'll be a sleeper team, but I think they'll still end up being last in the West, only because of how hard the West is.
yeah, pretty much.
That's
I think
essentially
it's
what's going to happen. Like
the
they'll be
Raiders
like
aren't bad. Everybody else are just like top of the crop.
insanely
Oh,
good.
cream of the
Yeah,
crop.
so like
Yeah.
let's put up the schedule. I mean,
All right. Week
Patriots
one against the
win.
Patriots. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna say the Patriots win this game. I'm low key high on the Patriots this year. I like what
Well,
Mike Vrabel just win. Like remember him in Tennessee? He just won,
mm.
and I think
That's
Drake May is getting his second step.
ooh, I
I
forgot
think
about that. Yeah, Mike Vrabel's in New England. Ooh, yeah.
Mike Vrabel versus Pete Carroll is like peak old head hoops. Old head like football right
Football.
there. Like I said, old head hoops. Oh my god, that's my fault there. I think they beat Tennessee though. Oh wait, no, they're going left to right. My bad. So home games are gray, away games are white, going to the right.
They listen. It wouldn't surprise me if the Raiders
They
could.
start they
It
start
wouldn't.
0-3,
It would
I
not
think.
surprise me if they sneak out one on LA though, or
Oh yeah,
on
I think they
Washington.
beat. I think
They have the potential to do that. That's the thing. I think
yeah,
they could. I think they could beat the Bears, and I think they'll beat the Colts.
the Colts, and I think they beat the Titans, but
Yeah,
they're gonna lose to the Chiefs in Kansas City. But I think they beat the Chiefs honestly at home because the
yeah.
Raiders always play the Chiefs tight. But yes, I think you lose to the Patriots. That Chargers game might you could sneak the Chargers game because you always play the Chargers tight. You lose to the Commanders, beat the Bears, or lose it. The Bears game, I don't know what to expect with it. I feel like they're gonna be good, but then also there's hype around them, and generally when there's so much hype, they generally fall. So I keep that in the back of my head. Definitely
Um,
think you beat the Colts and the Titans though. I'm gonna
yeah.
take the Jags again in this game, week 9. I believe that is. Yeah, week 9. I'm gonna
How
take the
many wins
Jags
did you
in
give
that.
the Jags, man?
I didn't do the Jag. I didn't do the AFC South. So I don't know what they did,
Okay, because
but I know
you sound extremely
The
high on the
Jags were
Jags.
good last. Like they were. Their offense was fine. The defense took a step. Like was really bad last year. That was the issue with them.
Hmm.
But adding Travis Hunter for the secondary and bringing in some more guys, like yeah, they shouldn't be as bad. Especially if Trevor Lawrence is healthy with Liam Cohen there. Seeing what he did with Baker. But yeah, back on this now.
They
I
they
think
they
you said
they,
Jags
they could
beat the
split with the
Broncos
Broncos
once.
too.
Yeah.
They'll split with the Broncos too.
Lose
Well, I
to the
mean, we
Cowboys?
don't. Is their
Or do you think?
defense
I think
good?
they could beat the Cowboys. I think they could beat the Cowboys. You know.
They could beat the Cowboys. All depends on how bad the Cowboys are. They'll beat the Browns.
Yeah, they'll beat the Browns for sure. Maybe.
We
Chargers. They're gonna split with the Chargers. Split with the Broncos. Lose to the Eagles.
they'll lose
Lose
to
to the
the
Texans.
Texans. They'll
Beat
beat the
the
Giants.
Giants. And split. I just want to look at this team for a real second here.
Chiefs are going to be benching Patrick Mahomes that week. So
Yeah, he'll rest most likely. My thing is Tyree Wilson gonna move to the inside? If you can get something out of Tyree Wilson and see if he could not be a bust, that's gonna be huge for them. Yeah, Zach Carter, Christian Wilkins.
oh, Zach Carter's on the
What did that say?
Ravens.
Michael Bennett, bro. That does. No, that's Michael Barrett. Oh my god, I thought that said Michael Bennett. I'm like, wait, that's
What?
crazy.
Zach Carter went
Anyway,
on the Raiders now. When did that happen?
he's
Or is
there.
the one from Hillsborough High School?
Yeah,
What the hell
he
happened?
signed there as a free agent this offseason. Honestly, the only thing I think is holding the Raiders from being really good this year is the corner room. I'm not very high on their cornerbacks.
Also depends on the defense too and the coordinators. You have
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but also Chip Kelly's the offensive coordinator too. Like, bro, Chip Kelly in the yeah, that's the one. Like, I feel like
yeah.
they should be better. It's just I'm not a fan of the coaching staff. Besides Pete Carroll,
Chip Kelly might lose his job this season.
Chip Kelly in the NFL just is a disaster. All right, so 0-1, 0-2, or you think they beat the Chargers?
Now you're mentioning Chip Kelly. My whole
I'm gonna say it
views
was
have
a.
changed.
I'm gonna say they start 0-3, probably 0-4. I think they could beat the Colts though. So I'm gonna
They
say
could,
one and
they
four.
they could beat the Bears. I mean, if you're a
Yeah,
Raiders fan, it's week 4 is when you really gotta.
walk in. Season starts week 4, honestly.
I mean, they
All
can
right, so
still
we'll
win
say they
game
beat.
1, but I mean, you never know what jitters could happen. So there's potential there too.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm gonna just say though, for the sake of this, I'm gonna say they start 0-3,
Mhm.
0-3, 1-3, 2-3, 3-3. This game is in Kansas City. 3-4, 3-5, 3-6, 3-7, 4-7, 5-7, 6-7, 6-8, 6-9, 7-10, 7-11. Wait, that's too many games. Uh, 7-10. Honestly,
No,
7-10 is not that bad for the Raiders.
I know for a fact they'll win more games, unless Chip Kelly just sabotages them.
Stinks.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
Chip Kelly's like really bad, then you have issues. But yeah, honestly, it's just like you look at them, it's like they should definitely be better, especially with a better running game. Their running game terrible was just last year was just terrible. So
Oh
you're
yeah.
expecting G&T to help that. You're expecting gosh ba- wow, I can't even say the man's name. Sorry, bro. And you want me a fantasy championship, Brock Bowers? Yeah, you have Brock Bowers. Geez, Jacoby Myers. My brain's getting tired. But that's about it. You're hoping somebody can step up in the weapons department, but with Michael Mayer, hopefully coming back next year. He was out most of the year last year. But yeah, Raiders 7-10. So I'm gonna just like summarize what we think the standings are now. So we got Kansas City winning the division, right?
hmm Kansas City
Broncos second.
Broncos Chargers are interchangeable.
Yeah, I think both are playoff teams though. Unless Bo Nix has like a massive sophomore slump.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If
I
he has a
think
sophomore slump, they're
in
not
the
making the
current
playoffs.
moment, I think Broncos is number 2.
Yeah, as of right now,
Mainly because they have a better defense.
yep. Personnel wise, the defense is better.
Yeah,
Chargers 3 and Raiders 4, just because
yeah,
everybody else is really good.
yeah. It is unfortunate. The Raiders they're stuck with Chip Kelly and how good the NFC, no, AFC West
AFC
is.
West,
Yeah,
yeah,
A- AFC West is just a grind, man.
they're gonna beat each other up come playoffs, and that's why I think somebody like the AFC North is gonna be repping the Super Bowl. But I mean, Flash,
Well,
before we
I
go,
hope. Well, in that regard, I hope Baltimore doesn't blow it again.
I was just about to ask you to say, since you're here, Flash, I could give my Super Bowl prediction on the AFC North video, but since this is your other video that you're in, what do you think is gonna be your Super Bowl prediction? Yeah, give me a
Think
Super Bowl prediction.
think Eagles will run it back. I think Eagles could run it back actually.
That's
Uh, I think Eagles could actually win it
who
all.
do you got repping the AFC? Baltimore.
It's
I
hard.
think it's probably
I want to pick Baltimore. I like Baltimore, but I need to see them do it. That's the thing. They
you
choke.
got to see him actually be in the Super Bowl before you could say, yeah,
That's the
that's
thing. I
fair.
have to see it happen.
That's the same thing with me with Buffalo too. It's like people saying Buffalo
Buffalo's
goes
in it.
like
Buffalo's in that talk.
I
Let's
know
put it this way.
Cincinnati. I think if anybody's gonna
Cincinnati's in
beat
that
Mahomes in the
circle.
playoffs, though,
Cincinnati, Buffalo, Ravens, Chiefs. Those are your contenders.
I will say this: if the
Houston,
playoffs come,
Houston,
right,
Houston is right underneath
Houston is
them.
a yeah. I feel like if the playoffs come, there are only two teams I
Diggs is gone
honestly
from Houston,
think.
right?
Who?
Diggs is gone from Houston.
Yeah, he's in New England. He's in
Oh.
New England right now. But I'm gonna say this: if I think any quarterback, like any team, should beat Kansas City in the playoffs, because I don't think they go back to the Super Bowl. I think it's gonna be either Cincinnati or Houston is gonna take out Kansas City in like the divisional round. And
That's
in
fair
the
enough.
AFC side, you're gonna get Baltimore it'll probably be Baltimore versus Buffalo in the divisional round.
I think
And
Baltimore. I think at the moment, I think Baltimore would beat Buffalo in a game, but
honestly, if Baltimore even started Isaiah Likely, they would have won. But we're just trying to go through this here. It's like I feel like the
yeah,
Chargers are a walk
I
off
understand. We
team.
want to make it quick, but you want to ask me questions about because I haven't
I'm
been
trying to
on
get
there
your
in a while.
takes on the other stuff since you're not going to be on us for the most of the season unless you come on. But yeah, with that being said, guys, thanks
Maybe
for
I'll come
watching
back
this
for to
a
talk
running
about
gun
lightning
episode.
from time to time. Maybe hopefully
Hopefully, but anyway, guys,
because I mean now,
hopefully
guys,
same
I
time.
get to
Yeah,
see lightning games live now. Essentially, thankfully.
oh, yeah, that's true. But yeah. So with all that being said, guys, whoever's watching, hope your teams have very good luck this year. Stay
Go
healthy.
Seahawks.
Don't beat yourselves up too much because when it comes to playoff time, you want to be healthy. But if you're hurt, that's when other teams take advantage. With that being said, guys, thanks for so much for watching this episode. We hope to see you tune into the other ones that are dropping after this. So stay safe, stay blessed.
Good night.
Enjoy your